Hey there, today I have another review and comparison video for you. And for today's video, I thought we would review and compare 7 different popular t-shirts from 6 different brands, including Uniqlo, Quince, Costco, and even Amazon. And all of these t-shirts are 100% cotton and all under $20, so very affordable. And for today's review and comparison video, I thought we would first compare them based on the fit. So I'm going to try everything on and see how it looks on a petite person, and also look at the material and see how soft it is and if it's sheer, and just the overall construction and quality. And then after that, I'll put them to the wash test by washing them according to the care instructions and see how they come out after the laundry cycle. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of shopping hauls and unboxing videos. Today's a little different since it's a review. And for reference, I'm 5'1", so I'm pretty petite. And I typically look for clothes that are petite friendly and also age appropriate. So if you're interested in those kind of videos, please consider subscribing and also give this video a like, since that helps others find my channel. But anyway, let's go ahead and compare and review these 7 cotton white t-shirts. Okay, and I'm going to go from the least expensive to the most expensive. So starting off with the lowest, I have this Amazon Essentials t-shirt. And this actually comes in a 2-pack. And it's the Amazon Essentials regular fit 100% cotton crewneck short sleeve t-shirt, and the 2-pack was $12.36, so that averages out to $6.18 per shirt. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. It's 100% cotton jersey, machine wash, warm, tumble dry low. It's made in Vietnam, and it had 4.3 stars on the website out of 551 reviews. So it had pretty good reviews online, so I thought I'd check it out. The only thing is I had to buy a 2-pack. But it's still very affordable. I would say this t-shirt has a very nice balanced cut, and I'll put the try-on the side so you can see. So overall, this fit pretty well, and this is a small, so that is my regular size. Lengthwise, it was 23.5 inches per my measurements, although the website said 24.5, but actually I think it's 23.5. The fit I thought was good for a petite person, so it's not too long, but you still would probably want to tuck it in. And yeah, I thought the look was good. It's just a nice straight relaxed cut. It has a crew neck with a single stitch and a 1/2-inch collar, so it's more of a delicate collar, I would say. The material feels pretty nice. It feels kind of substantial actually. It's very smooth, but it's not like super soft. Sheerness wise, it's just slightly sheer, but not terrible. So I kind of like this t-shirt. It's a good value for the price based on my first impression. So we'll see how it does after the wash. Okay, and next I have the t-shirt from Old Navy. And this is the Old Navy EveryWear Crewneck t-shirt in a size small petite, and I got it for $7.23, but the regular price was $14.99. It's 100% cotton, machine wash cold, gentle cycle, tumble dry low. It's made in Guatemala, and this one had 4.6 stars out of 32,653 reviews. So quite a lot of reviews. As far as fit goes, it has kind of a straight but relaxed fit. The length per my measurements was 23 inches, so just a 1/2 inch shorter than the Amazon one. So it's still a little long, but not terrible. I think you could probably get away with wearing it out. It's just about falls at the hip, but you can also tuck it in for a more polished look. As far as the fabric goes, it's very soft, and it has almost a rumpled, worn-in look, even though I've never worn it. And it is slightly sheer. I would say it's just a little bit more sheer than the Amazon shirt. So if you don't like sheerness, this might not be for you, but I think personally it's okay, but it is a little bit sheer. And as far as the quality of construction goes, I would say this one has a slightly thicker collar. It's 3/4 inch in width, and it is double stitched. So to me, that shows a little bit more quality in the construction. So overall, I think this is a pretty nice t-shirt, even though it is a little bit sheer. It's very soft and comfortable, but we'll see how it washes. I mean, it almost looks like it's been pre-washed, but it didn't say so in the description, so we'll see. Okay, and my next t-shirt is from Walmart. And this is the Free Assembly Cotton Cropped Boxy Tee with short sleeves. I got it in a size small and it was $8 and the regular price was $10. But actually I noticed that it's currently marked down to $6. It's 100% organic cotton, it's machine wash cold, tumble dry low, and it's made in Vietnam. This one had 4.6 stars on the website out of 1,948 reviews. So this one is actually a more cropped boxy style, and it's 22 inches long based on my measurements, so it's just about an inch shorter than the previous Old Navy one, but it does seem like it's just more cropped and boxy. So I think this is a very petite friendly shirt that you can just wear out, so like no tuck. It also has these side vents, and yeah, it's just a different look. And as far as the material goes, this material is really soft. It's very similar, I would say, to the Old Navy one, but I think this material feels just a little bit thicker in my opinion. And this one is an organic cotton versus the others were just regular cottons. And as far as the overall quality and construction goes, this one has a 3/4 inch collar that's single stitched. And overall, I would say the construction and the stitching look pretty good. And just FYI, I actually own several of these t-shirts. I think it's just a very affordable t-shirt. That's why I keep buying it. Okay, and next up, I have this Kirkland t-shirt from Costco. And this is the Kirkland Pima cotton tee in a size small, and I got it for $9.99, but I noticed on the website you can get a 2-pack for $14.99. This is 100% Pima cotton, and it's machine wash cold, tumble dry low, and it had 4.2 stars out of 125 reviews online, and this is actually made in Peru. As far as the fit goes, this one's a little different. For one, it's super long, so I measured it at 25 inches, so that is pretty long. It also has this kind of rounded hem, so you definitely would want to tuck this one in. It has a scoop neckline, which I think is flattering actually for a petite person, and the fit on this one is different. It's more of a fitted cut, but not terrible. I wouldn't say it's too clingy. And I noticed the sleeves are a little bit shorter. So it is a different look, but I do think this is a nice t-shirt. I wish it were maybe a couple inches shorter, but if you're tucking it in, say to jeans, I think it's fine. As far as the fabric goes, this is 100% Pima cotton from Peru. So I think that means it's pretty good. Yeah, because Pima cotton is supposedly a more superior type of cotton, and I looked it up, and based on what I found online, it's a premium cotton with longer, silkier fibers than regular cotton. It's softer, stronger, and less prone to pilling or fraying over time. So I would say that's pretty good, especially from Costco for $10. And it's more of a medium weight, so it's a little bit thicker than some of the other t-shirts. And the sheerness is also less than the other ones. But anyway, very nice t-shirt, Pima cotton. Impressed with this that you can get it under $10 at Costco. Okay, and next up I have the t-shirt from Quince. And this is the 100% organic cotton boxy crewneck tee in a size small, and it was $16. It's pre-shrunk 100% organic cotton, machine wash delicate cycle, tumble dry low, and it says it's made with care in India. It had 4.8 stars out of 1,773 reviews. So as far as the fit goes, I really did like the fit on this one. It's more of a cropped boxy cut, and I measured it at 22.5 inches. So that I think is a good length that you could wear it out, but you could also potentially wear it tucked or front tucked. So I do think this is a petite friendly t-shirt. And as far as the material goes, this one is the only one that said it was pre-washed. It's also organic cotton, and the material does feel a little more substantial than, say, some of the other t-shirts. I think it's supposed to be a medium weight, so it's slightly less sheer, I would say, than some of the others. And as far as the construction goes, this one does have a 3/4 inch collar that's single stitched, but overall the construction does look pretty solid. So I do like this t-shirt. I think it's really nice. It does feel a little more quality than some of the other ones, just based on it being organic cotton and pre-washed. Okay, and next up, I have this t-shirt from Uniqlo. And actually I have two t-shirts from Uniqlo since I love Uniqlo t-shirts. And this is the Uniqlo Women's SUPIMA cotton t-shirt in a size medium, and it was $19.90. This is 100% SUPIMA cotton, machine wash cold, line dry. It's made in Vietnam, and this one only had 3.9 stars on the website out of 22 reviews. So we've gotten to the high end of my video in terms of prices at $19.90. So for this t-shirt, I did size up to a medium, and I typically always size up to a medium for Uniqlo t-shirts. Most brands though, I'm a small. I would say the cut is more of a relaxed, straight cut, and the length was 24 inches long per my measurements, and that is kind of on the long side, so I definitely think this shirt looks better tucked in if you're a petite person. As far as the material goes, this is SUPIMA cotton, which is basically a brand of Pima cotton, short for Superior Pima, and it's supposed to indicate the highest quality level for Pima cotton. It's a lightweight cotton, but it feels kind of silky, and if you look at it, it's very fluid. So I think that's why it drapes so nicely. The downside is that it's sheer, but it feels incredibly soft and silky. And as far as the quality of construction goes, this one has a 1/2 inch collar that's double stitched. Overall, the construction looks very solid and nice. And yeah, I think this is a very nice t-shirt, but a little pricey at $19.90. Okay, and for my final t-shirt, it's another one from Uniqlo. And this is the Uniqlo Crewneck t-shirt in a size medium, and it was $19.90. This style actually used to be sold as the U Crewneck t-shirt, just FYI. It's 100% cotton interlock jersey. It's machine wash cold, line dry. It's made in Vietnam, and it had 4.7 stars out of 2,726 reviews online. So this one is a very straight fit, similar to the other Uniqlo shirt, but it's not as drapey because the material is a lot thicker. And again, I sized up to a medium because that's what I do in Uniqlo t-shirts. I don't like shirts that are too clingy. As far as the length goes, it's 24.5 inches per my measurement, so just a 1/2 inch longer than the previous Uniqlo shirt. So I do think this looks better tucked in if you're petite. As far as the material goes, this one is more of a mid to heavyweight interlock jersey. And I had to look up what interlock jersey was, but basically, here's the definition. It's essentially made by knitting 2 layers of jersey together back to back at the exact same time. And because of this, the fabric looks and feels identical on both the inside and the outside. So it's heavier and completely opaque. So if you don't like t-shirts that are sheer, this is the one to go for if you want a white t-shirt, I think. And as far as the construction goes, it has a 1-inch collar, that's pretty wide, and it's double stitched. And overall, the construction just looks very solid. So I would say this is the gold standard to me for white t-shirts if you want a high quality shirt that's not sheer. The one downside of these Uniqlo shirts, and I forgot to mention for the other one, is I noticed that they're all line dry. Okay, so now that we've gone over all of the shirts that I'm reviewing, next I'm going to wash all of them according to the care instructions. And then I'm going to come back and we'll see how they did in terms of shrinkage, wearability, and maintenance of shape. Okay, so I'm back and I have washed all of the t-shirts according to the care instructions. Then I measured them to see how much they shrank. And now let's quickly go over all of the t-shirts in terms of how they did. Okay, so first up is the Amazon t-shirt. This was the least expensive. It was about $6 on average, but you had to buy a 2-pack. So this one, I noticed that the collar is already kind of warping, and it did shrink up quite a bit. It actually shrank the most out of all the t-shirts that I reviewed in this video. So lengthwise and widthwise, it shrank up 1 inch. When I tried it on after washing, I did feel the t-shirt felt a little more snug, especially around the sleeves. So if I were to buy this t-shirt again, I would definitely size up to a medium. Okay, and next up is the Old Navy t-shirt. And this one actually looks okay after washing. I think it looks about the same because it already had that rumpled look. But one thing I was surprised was that it actually ended up hardly shrinking at all. It only shrank about a 1/2 inch in terms of length and width, and also a 1/2 inch in terms of the sleeves. So it was very uniform in its shrinkage, and it does have a pretty substantial looking collar. So it's a decent t-shirt, and it was a good value if you get it on sale, and I did get it half off. Next was the Free Assembly t-shirt from Walmart. And you know what? I really love this t-shirt. And this one I thought did pretty well. It did shrink up though, and it is a crop t-shirt, but it did shrink up about 1 inch in terms of length. And the width though seemed about the same per my measurements. It did have some shrinkage, but I still really like this t-shirt. I do think it's a good value. I only paid $8 for this shirt, and I noticed it is marked down to $6. So I would consider buying another one as another backup. I like this t-shirt. It's just very comfortable. I love this boxy cut. Okay, and next I have the Kirkland t-shirt from Costco. And this t-shirt did shrink up quite a bit. Lengthwise, it shrank 1 inch and then about a ½ inch in terms of width. And it was already kind of a fitted tee. I do think it looked okay after washing though, and it's still very wearable. Since it's a thicker Pima cotton, it's less sheer. So I would say this is a good value for Pima cotton from Costco. It's just that it's not the most petite friendly in terms of the shape of it because of the length. Okay, and next up I have the Quince t-shirt, and this one was the only one that was pre-washed. So the shrinkage overall was very minimal. It only shrank up about a ½ inch in terms of length and also a ½ inch in terms of width, and the sleeve length was the same. So just very minimal shrinkage. I really do like this t-shirt, to be honest. I do feel like the material feels a little thicker than the other ones, and it is organic cotton. It's a nice boxy shape, so I do feel that's petite friendly. It's actually very similar in shape to the Walmart one. I think just because of the material, it does seem a little more elevated because it is a little more substantial, a little thicker, and organic cotton. So I really do like this t-shirt, although it is $16 versus some of the other ones were less than $10. And FYI, I am a Quince partner, but all my opinions are my honest opinion, and my honest opinion is I do like this t-shirt. And next I have the SUPIMA cotton t-shirt from Uniqlo. And this one I didn't put in the dryer, I actually lay flat to dry. And as far as shrinkage, it was surprisingly minimal. And maybe that's because I didn't put it in the dryer. But lengthwise, per my measurements, there was no shrinkage. But it did shrink about 1 inch in width. So I don't know if that's due to, say, measuring errors, but that's what I came up with. It's a very nice t-shirt, but a little more high maintenance. So yeah, it's very nice, and this material does feel soft. It just is kind of sheer though, not gonna lie, but not terrible. Okay, and finally, I have the Uniqlo Crewneck t-shirt. And actually, this is my favorite of all the t-shirts, and I've had a bunch of these. But yeah, this one, the shrinkage was very minimal. It shrank about 3/4 of an inch in length and about a ½ inch in width. So this one, and also the SUPIMA, I did get in a size medium, and I think that's about the right size for me. But I like this shirt just because it's this interlock, so it's thicker, and I think it's a nice shirt. This is another t-shirt I would feel comfortable wearing with jeans out and about. So it's not like a at-home t-shirt. So yeah, even though it is $19.90, so it is more expensive and almost double of some of the other ones, I think this is a great t-shirt and I just like it a lot. Okay, so that's all I have for my 100% cotton white t-shirt comparison. Let me know what you guys thought of the t-shirts and which one was your favorite. So overall, I did really like the Uniqlo Crewneck t-shirt the best, but it was on the high end of my price range. And I also really loved the $8 Walmart t-shirt, which I have many of and wear them all the time. But anyway, now it's time to say goodbye. And as always, I'm gonna call one of my 3 furry companions. And initially I was going to bring Miss Cleo, but she's upstairs with my husband. So I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to see if I can find Miss Lily the cat. Okay, and here she is, Miss Lily the cat, making a rare appearance. And I gotta make this quick because she's a cat. She is a very sweet cat, but let's face it, she's a little unpredictable. And Cleo is upstairs with my husband and watching probably sports. But anyway, yeah, so here is this beautiful kitty. Hard to believe that when we adopted her, she was already 6 months old and she had been there for like at least 3 months or longer. She came in with 2 brothers and they're all tuxedo cats, but her brothers had more uniform face markings, I think, and maybe that's why they all got adopted. And poor Lily was like passed over so many times. So when we took her, the person at the rescue was super surprised. Oh, you're gonna take her? Okay. But anyway, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of shopping hauls and unboxing videos, and if you enjoy watching those kind of videos, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Say bye. Say bye.